10 seconds.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Dire's ban now.
Two.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Here's the Radiant ban.
The Dire get a ban.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Ten seconds. Dire's turn to pick. Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Ancient apparition.
Radiant's turn to pick.
League's assassin. Dire's turn to pick.
Huck!
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and all you fine folks out there in Dota 2 world. Here taking a look at our second series of the day. It's going to be Geek Fam facing off against Fnatic in what is sure to be the top tier. God, I need another word that starts with T. I'll work on it. We'll get it together. But nonetheless, I got T Governor here with me. How you doing, man?
Hello. Yeah, pretty good. I'm finally. This entire yesterday, today, we've been kind of building up to, I think, this series. We already accepted after watching the initial
5 seconds remaining.
Fnatic Geek Fam, their tempo and their crafting ability. It's a little bit above. Actually, no, it is just above the other teams in this group. Kind of set themselves aside. So this is the good game to watch, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because you've gotten so many different styles of Dota out of these two teams also. We've seen them go early game, crush their opponents, just dominate from there on out. We've also seen them go late game and be able to outmaneuver their opponents. And really now, I think that in this type of a game, you have two different questions. One, it's almost guaranteed at this point that if you close out against other people, you're going to finish top of the group. If they feel like they're that confident, maybe you hold back a little bit and you just play a style of Dota that you've played before.
You play for the draw. You know what guys both go through?
Well, I mean, not necessarily like in terms of like trying to coordinate to get a draw, but more in terms of like the idea of not revealing too much of your strategy, because the real qualifiers are going to come up in the best of threes that happen later, and that's something that we're going to want to kind of keep our eyes on.
5 seconds remaining.
I think moving on from that though, what are you aware of when your first pick first phase boss core. Are you aware of this kind of concept?
Radiant fan.
No, tell me about it. Tell all the people out there about it.
So when you're on first pick, of course, you have pick 7 and pick 10 in the draft, which obviously means 7 is first pick, and then 8, 9 will be the Knicks and the puck, and then that leaves you with pick 10, which is the final pick in the first phase. And
Okay.
normally people use this to pick like the beefiest, best core that you can, right?
Right.
Normally, or a support, depends on what like the captain feels. And in this game, you pick a casual AA, instant reaction of Nick's puck, and now it's like this is your lifestealer pick is your boss core. You counter both these heroes, you don't really care. Sure, puck can buy ags, but overall, the lifestealer enjoys this game against these heroes. Pick and boom. Now you just don't care. You go into the second phase and you get to react to every pick. And you don't have to think about your carry anymore. You can pick a good support, you can now pick a good offlane, and off you go. Like
5
Slaughter's
seconds remaining.
Slaughter's first phase band actually.
Radiant's
Still,
turn
they get
to
this
pick.
overall nice cohesive. Okay, casual clockwork, yeah. Like
There you go.
this is the impact of the boss core lifestealer pick. It unlocks their ability to punish them in the second phase.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Well, now the immediate reaction, a very quick draft, as both teams had an idea of what they wanted to run. We've got the tree, clockwork, and then into the Drow Ranger immediately after it.
Ten seconds.
I mean, it would be a storm game still.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's fine. It's all
Radiant's
good.
turn to bat.
It's well, yeah, pretty much. That's when we're gonna be finishing the cast throughout the day. That's all you need to know. So this is something that we've seen before, though, was Fnatic going back for the Mars as an answer to these range cores. It's kind of cool. I do feel like there's the weird dynamic, though, of this hero kind of just getting owned by
10
BKB,
seconds.
and also Puck being able to just jump out of the little pity
5
anyways.
seconds remaining.
Dyer's ban now. Ten seconds.
Yeah.
Dyer's turn.
The thing that
to
I think
pick.
does kind of suck is the natural break that you got working with Nyx Assassin, which is a little bit frustrating. But likewise, like if you're initiating on the Mars, that's probably okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to kill him even if you do get the break on him. We'll see.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Void incarnate.
Right.
10 seconds.
I've seen
5
some people go
seconds
for
remaining.
like I think, well, we've seen less blink daggers now, but when there was the period of time where before they took away the GPM talent from Nyx, where they had like blink dagger builds still, and you would see like initiation with impale blink, and then they would use the vendetta to break after you got the initiation off. But I feel like, right, yeah, exactly. I do feel like this is kind of an interesting game too, because we got potential for double meteor hammers if they ever can get the gold that they need. The Nyx Assassin level 10 talent now makes like meteor hammers so nice. It's super cool. All right, Interesting. Void Spirit taking another one of the more popular heroes in this recent patch. You gotta love it. And last pick for Geek Fam, either mid or off lane. I kind of like the idea of them taking a mid here more so. Although I don't really know what the Puck versus Void Spirit matchup is like mid. I just think in general, it's a little bit nicer that way. But no, they're gonna go for the off lane Venge. Cool. Well, let's see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Fam facing off against Fnatic in what I think is the match that everybody was kind of waiting for in this one. And I just have to put this out there. I have a cooler Mars Spears than Ice 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 because I got the Crimson Witness one. So suck it.
Just flex that. A, you went to TI, and B, you got enough to all these people.
To Ice Ice Ice, that's the person I was flexing it on.
All right.
He'll forgive me. He'll forgive me. It's okay. It's literally the worst one. It's literally the worst one.
Dude, the chest this year was so bad, man. Like, I go to TI. I'm like, yes, I get to be here. The cool kids are here. Let's go. Oh, I got my crimson chest. What? These are the heroes?
Yeah, it's not great. The Skywrath one's cool. I have that one too.
Yeah, I've got 3 chests I just haven't opened.
You're gonna sell them.
Like the heroes.
Do you know what was the real hype thing though for a little bit? Was that there was a brief period of time where it overlapped, where they had the chests that were out, you could sell them on the market, and with Steam Cash, you could buy the Valve Index. Did you know that was a period of time where you could buy the index with Steam Cash?
No.
And so I think it was Wepas who ended up doing that. He went and he bought, I think he sold like 2 of his chests with his, and then with his Steam Cash, he went and bought the VR thing. Isn't that awesome? Should have done it.
Another triumph. Bottom is missing.
There's very few I play, but I do play some other ones.
You dab, like, for me, my history of Steam games is I buy it, play it for an hour and a half, go, this is not for me. Hi Steam, requesting a refund, haven't played it for 2 hours. And they're like, yeah, no worries, pal.
Interesting.
We do apologize, the game wasn't for you.
This is really interesting. Look at this real quickly though. Like we're talking about other random stuff, but Fnatic dropping down 2 super deep wards in here. What's the idea of this? Like, are they trying to play on this side of the map this early?
The whole idea is Clockwork Mars lane isn't going to be too strong, simply because you're going to have a drow and then most likely the tree support. So after a little bit of time, your Clock wants to have presence within these double wards. Simply just allow him to move mid and bot freely, knowing that he's not going to pull anyone. He can maybe take a couple of curves if they run a walk path. He's just putting himself in a position to have like freely movable.
Dude, look at this block by DJ. He got 1 time through with the cogs. I think he's going to get a second cogs block here. That is that's super value.
Yeah. And
oh no, he missed one of them.
Bodied block this one up.
Yeah.
And it's the same concept as every shaker time.
Right.
I'm gonna try block your wave or do something to enable you. Tiny tossing on clear, surf shaker fishery, clockwork cog thing. And then oh no, DJ instantly gets the courier. And then second to that, he's gonna grab this wave and off he goes. It's literally every single game. This is what you need to do. You pick your melee off lane, a melee forward boots, and you just enjoy doing this obnoxious play.
Yeah. Lightmon wanted to try and interrupt it, but he's not going to be able to do it. So Ice spearing underneath the tower, getting some decent chunks of damage here onto Raven with the creep wave in, but does need to be a little bit careful with the Nature's Grasp and afterwards some of those frost arrows. Ice taking a lot of damage, and well, another spear that's going to secure his way out of there. Pops the salve, pops the tango, eats a tree so that way he doesn't get the extra movement speed, and then walks away. Nice from Ice.
Good thing about this is offlaners don't really care too much about their initial XP. Like, I think that the hard roll of 3 kind of decaying over time. DJ and Ice, they're going to happily share a little bit of farm, and you're going to probably see like a 3.5 in.
Right. We haven't talked that much about mid. We were talking about the matchup earlier of Carl and Moon. I think that both of us have said, like, we're super big fans of both of these mid laners. I think that Carl has proven himself to be like just an incredibly strong player, and Moon has for a while already. Like, everybody knows about how good Moon is.
I think, like, yeah, if you have to compare the two, it's like the top guy. He's the guy you're trying to like knock off his door, but that is what Fnatic is in general. Just normally, as they kill bottom, like, Fnatic is the team that you're trying to always.
Hitmon, Raven just not helping out his tree. He didn't want to hit the cogs. Apparently, that's fine.
Is it my fault you're in that cage?
Yeah.
No. Are you gonna die? Yeah, no mistake, pal. Gonna learn.
I mean, honestly, it might end up being better for him. This is just like a free, more experience going Raven's way. Drop some items, and then he's gonna be back there.
A key concern that I will.
Oh, DJ. Let's be careful. Slow down.
Extended.
Gets the kill. Well played. And
Outside of laning phase, it's Drow lineups normally don't like the idea of people getting onto the back line. And when you have a Mars that Blink Dagger, a Clockwork, and a Void Spirit, could get a little bit awkward. Some the objective-based approaches in which it's very easy for Fnatic just to locate and kind of execute some heroes.
Speaking of executing heroes, Zephyr is going to go down there. And Cuckoo will have the lane to himself for the moment. Probably bring out some extra regen or something. We'll see if he does or not. Also breaking the salve there of 23 Savage. I wanted to watch more of this lane because I think that it's kind of interesting, the dynamic of Cuckoo being this person that always is known for like pushing his hero to the limit, really trying to annoy the opposing team, and 23 Savage, who's been shown to kind of get a little bit ruffled from time to time in a tough matchup, but he's having a great time. 20-5 versus the 10-1. So Cuckoo not having the best of starts to this lane. As DD.
That is what happens when you're playing Avenge. It isn't like the strongest of, like, it has presence, but it's like an annoyance. It's not like, oh wow, they picked Avenge, getting out of this lane, guys, you know. So
right,
it's not really gonna have the highest impact, and they maybe might kill if they trio instead. But it's the moving post laning phase, Avenge and Nave, how we can make the Drow insanely strong.
Backing out of there, tries to run away, not going to happen. The rage pop, the body block, and he's done. I think the point that I was trying to make, though, is that it's not the type of hero that Cuckoo will tend to play. Even when he's playing something like a Bat Rider and he wants to try and build up a bunch of oriented items, he still plays in a way that's really harass oriented and like trying to get into the head of players, it feels like.
Sure.
And it's not really capable of doing that on the bench. As the 5-minute mark came out.
Aggressive small.
Could be.
That's about it.
Pull back in on a Carl. Silence goes out. Takes out the wave and jumps out of there. Very even mid lane so far. 28 CS apiece and just one extra deny onto the puck.
I was DJ. Believe it should. It would just cover the minimal rotations that can occur. Okay, cool.
Back out. DJ was thinking about making that rotation, but not easy to jump onto the puck. And I think that puck mid is a really cool answer to this style of play that we've seen time and again from Fnatic, of trying to make those rotations happen consistently. 23 Savage eats a magic missile and then an impale. Gets brought down pretty freaking low up there, but the salve up afterwards and he'll be fine.
Defensive ward. Top hills prevents this Clockwork from potentially getting rotation, but overextended a little bit. And now
But they have the rotation coming in from Carl. They saw this the whole time. They knew it was going to come, and they kill off 23 Savage. Will lose the Vengeful Spirit, but afterwards, the Clockwork also going to go down. Moon making his rotation now. The stun comes through. Carl can't really do that much more. He's going to throw out the orb the other direction, jumps back towards him, kills off that Ancient Apparition, and now just needs to walk away from Moon. That was some pretty nice moves there from Carl.
That was smooth. Yeah, this ward, honestly. The Clockwork shot. Good, but time to react. You're like, okay, cool. Puck canty pays off.
Cuckoo only able to get the range creep there. But that does mean that we see now a filled up bottle for Carl. He picks it up, gonna head back towards mid lane. Looks like he is gonna miss this range creep of XP just about. But still a really solid rotation there, as it's about 1,000 gold lead from Fnatic because they were able to farm up that extra wave or so.
Both of the mid lane and carry. No, all core rolls are up by.
Behold!
Savage here again. He opted to go for the little bit of a change up in his build. We've seen a lot of the just like straight Maelstrom, no boots, but him feeling the pressure from the rest of the game is opting to go for the boots next, and probably gonna forego the phase, but we'll go for the full Maelstrom.
I like his desire to get the boots. Could be super greedy, but done you once, then you twice. Like, they don't have the continued stun, so you get that initial combo. Just
Did you mean to, Ellie?
get the extra MS and get out of there, mate.
Carl gets the kill, with a little bit of help from Zephyr. Ancient Apparition overextending, while bottom lane, rotation coming in. They're finding this Drow Ranger doing a hell of a lot of damage to Raven. He's done, but the follow-up stun coming from Zephyr. Whitemon, the two Indonesian players trying to take down Ice 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 here, but they can't quite finish him off. So Ice 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 will make the escape. And you give up that kill onto the Clockwork for the Drow every day.
Yeah, for sure. DJ's very happy with that. Enabling his dear friend Ice Ice Ice. You a fan of Mars?
No, I really don't like it.
That was very quick.
Yeah, I think that he just gets kind of owned by I feel like he gets so owned by BKBs that he feels like just bad.
But do you not feel that
Radiant's
a hero
middle
that
tower
forces
can't handle
out
this
BKB
deluge.
so quick is a good hero, especially when you have other care if BKB is a present?
No, I think it's terrible. It's just bad hero. Top lane, Cuckoo. They throw out the stun, but he is gonna try and secure himself a bounty rune. Looks like they're gonna get that one. And he's probably gonna go down. Mars running, trying to get out. Not gonna happen. This dude's done. Like I said, bad hero. Cuckoo tries to run away himself, and he is gonna go down as well.
Actually. Oh, and a pause. Disconnect to just work out if it was worth it or not. Punching the numbers in. Time spent chasing, kill, XP gain equals barely worth, but I can reconnect.
Perfect. I'm going to just change this over to my standing desk real quick. Felt like I
You
needed
might
to.
wish to retract your last
Briefly.
move.
But 10-minute mark.
I saw your,
Oh, you saw the tweet I put out?
yeah. Like, it looked pretty good. Like, my issue is I've got a and that you move it to a standing position, in position.
Right.
But I don't have right? I've got like a mic arm, so I can move everything up to stand. But
Right.
I can't move my mouse, right? Don't have anything to prop it up on to like pseudo build a desk. So
Well, the desk that I have that's a standing desk, at least the model that I have, has a spot for your mouse and keyboard to be in also. So it works out for me, sure.
like anything that I can just prop up on the desk, just so I can mouse, right? I don't need my keyboard. Be able to move camera on the mini map, have a little glance, go. So yeah, I think standing up is honestly the way to do the cast. It makes it so much more
It's nice.
fluid. Yeah, like I've been doing. It doesn't feel right.
Stand up, make it happen. Live your best life.
I'm
Use
gonna
your
try and
mouse
make it
on your
work.
thigh. Use your mouse on your thigh.
Oh,
Yeah, how's that sound?
okay, hold on.
Give it a shot.
Oh, this does feel. Hold on, this does feel pretty weird. It feels. Hold on. I need to make this a little bit.
Now the real question is, can you play Dota like that?
Oh, okay, hold on. The game started. We'll talk about this in the intermission, okay?
No,
Got
we're
a
not going to
grand
talk about
idea
anything
first.
in the intermission. I'm going to be making coffee for myself.
No, I meant like the after the intermission. Don't. pick
During
me
the next
apart.
round of
Jesus
pauses?
Christ. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Looking for the
We don't
sun?
talk in between games.
It never happens. Ever.
I hate Lyra. No, what?
True enough. All right, Mars is
man.
coming back now with a vengeance. We got ourselves a smoke, soon to be online. I would assume. There it is. A wants to hold down the fort mid lane. Now, if they're really good, they're going to realize that AA's smoke is going to break here, and then they'll be like, oh, they're coming to kill us.
Fortified their structures. Radiant's bottom tower.
The only one down here is Whitemon, although they might run into Drow. Raven. Oh, there it is. Quick jump, quick kill.
Radiant think fortification can save them.
Any port
Easy
Radiant's
score.
top tower is under attack.
It's always about like Fnatic. They've this even like you can see they're playing opponent, but they're still able to leave. Boone and his ability to make moves on stations always
Big prize.
collapse.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
Hey, boom, you get a tower. Now, Void Spirit, he moves bottom, gets rotation.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
Well, I think though that you also saw up top that rotation from Carl and finding the kill onto the Lifestealer. Like the fact that Drow and Lifestealer have only one death separating them right now, I'm kind of happy about that if I'm Drow, because eventually she's gonna get items that are gonna help with her positioning and stuff. Like right now, she's kind of just food if they can find her.
Radiant's bottom tower
I
faces
think
a stiff
the key
wind.
thing from that though is
Dire's
that
middle
rotation
tower
may
is drowning.
at a time in which you can't do anything after the rotation. You get the kill, cool, you get full laning advantage, then you move back to the lane. And then the moon rotation is so that's kind of the strategy.
4 heroes right now for Zephyr. I'll take that kill for day of the week. Makes them use some amount of stuff. Then without the arena, it's going to be tough for them to kill off that Drow again anytime soon. But
Under attack.
nonetheless,
Fortify their
So let's see a check on the ground left, by the way.
I have not. We're looking at net
Look
worth.
that up.
Yeah, it's pretty substantial. The net worth lead is not as significant of a lead right now. Coil? Carl looking for a kill. He is getting bold as brass in there. And is just going to be able to go for the walkaway. Moon did have 2 rounds of the Astral Step, but didn't want to overextend.
Is under attack.
He respected the phase shift, didn't want to.
Yeah. Later on stage things that we're going to be seeing out of this, I feel like the cool answer that they have really is Carl Coil on Moon into a swap afterwards, and you're going to have high levels of it. But they need to be careful about this intermediate time as they're looking for the jump now onto Carl. Hookshot combo together, finding him. Pushback on the cogs, beautifully executed. But they will find a return kill. Zephyr taking down that Void Spirit. Meanwhile, top lane, trying to find themselves a quick little pick on Ice, Ice, Ice. Swap back in, pull him in, get the stun, get the kill. So they trade off Void Spirit Mars for the puck ostensibly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
that looking that good for Fnatic.
Dire's top tower is about to take
But this,
the plunge.
it's always, we did actually, when we watched the Fnatic game, we did have
Dire's
this
top
breakdown.
tower is gone.
Fnatic are playing very aggressive. They were overextending the times and dying, but it was always 23 Savage who was always farming and was the constant factor, trying to, you know, keep the game intact. As I say that though, he's running for his life right now inside the AA.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to walk away from that one. Excuse me, DJ heads in this direction.
Turning it into a pickoff potentially.
And they do take him out, yeah. So
And now look, all of Geek fans' heroes in this bottom area of the map. While the Mars farm stopped. So again, Fnatic showing that they're able to play the map a little bit quicker than Geek Fam right now. They're controlling where Geek Fam
Dire structures are fortified.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
mid lane, Carl does get the blink out before Moon was able to get the kill. Nice dodge of the Aether Remnant there.
Bottom tower is under attack.
15-minute mark, which does mean bounty runes going 2 apiece. I mean, you know, it's true that they are like farming pretty well, but it doesn't feel like it's a super significant lead right now. And I'm still like, I don't think Geek Fam have hit even their first really strong timing, and like they're doing everything that they need to.
Yeah, I think it just looks. The only thing is, Fnatic are able to move around the map and force objectives because their draft is pretty robust in their ability to gather. Geek Fam, if they ever get into the right position, they do so much damage. Coil with this minus arm and the drown in the backlines.
Swap.
Just if. Hold up.
Swap. Nope, stun. DJ catches them both with Ice Blast, but the swap in afterwards. That's okay. The root there onto 3. The Impale comes out afterwards. Where's the follow-up? Coil there onto 2. Swap him out to break the Coil. Isis is going to be able to get out of there for the moment. But the follow-up comes. It looks good for a second, but is it going to be good enough? DJ, he's going to live. So they take down 3 with the Drow Ranger going down, and they only are able to find the kill onto Mars. It was super close to being great for Geek Fam, but that just a little bit of an outplay.
That is the robustness of Fnatic's draft, which is once you jump us, if we get this Mars ult down and we're inside the ult, can't do any damage past the wall, then sure you get a cute overgrowth, but Carl is styling, right? Nice.
Nicely played. Get the jump out. Moon will get another deny, a little bit less effective of a deny, but still. Yeah, that's gonna be the thing to watch, is definitely the duality of Mars Arena as opposed to Coil versus Coil swap. That's gonna be what we need to watch for.
Can use the Mars Arena, so once they all get coiled, the arena to cover the incoming damage, but then again, of course, like I said, eventually can swap a hero out of the arena, break the coil as well, and then you can target him. It'll be interesting. How do they kind of combo these spells? But in turn,
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
Right. Only 200 gold behind the Mars, a little bit more now after he finishes off that creep wave up top. As far as towers are concerned, mid still very healthy for Dire, bottom tower still at full HP. Let's see where they go for next.
Fnatic are the ones making the move.
Trying to bring down
Geek Fam, they put a little bit of pressure, but because Fnatic are moving to each objective, never actually move in the direction that they want.
Just got sent
Down to the speed in which a couple deaths here and there is really dropping.
Carl waiting for the rune, just gets jumped on. That's a little bit rough. Does have the jump away with the Force Staff. And caught for the moment, up on the high ground, not bad. That keeps him alive for the moment. And Zephyr will give up his life for the cause. So they keep Carl alive but lose Zephyr.
Objective killed the Nyx. They can't really push mid, can't really go most likely farming up the map is their play.
Dire
Tier 2 tower gonna get assaulted now. Fnatic.
They're gonna slowly try and pepper it down. Don't know how well this goes yet. I don't think they can really do this at all.
To get some type of initiation item onto Ice. And he's getting towards that Blink Dagger soon. We'll have it after farming up a couple of waves, it looks like. Moon, in the meantime, is going for the small crit and has the BKB queued up afterwards. I'm a little bit surprised that we are not seeing Puck just try and rush the Aghanim Scepter, going for Lincoln's and then Maelstrom before that, which kind of leaves me thinking like when these BKBs come out, they really don't have great ways to deal with them. But if they can make the smoke rotation, kill off Moon, and transition that into a tower, could be real strong for them. As he moves over, Zephyr looking for initiation. There's the coil. Moves in, stun, hits on the mark, and the swap didn't break it, but it doesn't matter. He still gets the kill.
Yeah. There's a throw right clicking. Cool, we cool.
Take down the tower. Now keep the pressure on if they want. It's a good reaction from Geek fam, as they're keeping the lead very, very close as we get ready for that 20-minute mark and outpost
Bottom tower
XP.
won't last long.
See now how that play actually allowed them to get slowly kind of getting their mark on the map.
Dyer's bottom
Again.
tower is about to
Fnatic, as soon
flounder.
as they can retreat just a little bit, then they're going to be moving into kind of... Sorry.
Right. Goes. Typhon holding on to just the medallion for now. Can manage to win a fight, then it would be a pretty quick Roche for them. DJ Invis Rune, as well as that Ocean Heart, looking for the catch here. Could go for the Cloud's pushback or the chase down, but there isn't that quick of a response afterwards. Spots out the Nyx assassin there. I mean, DJ's always looking, but it's really hard to get that kill without any other follow-up. And if he's not careful, he might just walk into a sentry ward.
It's actually so scary having it in Missouri. Always going to be sentry. So easily obtainable. But in the old days, you'd be happy to be in.
Oh, gotta be careful. Raven's going for this one. Whitemon's there, but DJ's already in the area. Can they kill him off in time? There's gonna be the silence, the root, the kill. They take it down. Not bad at all. And then they get the Force Staff out. Raven beating into DJ, so they will lose the Vengeful Spirit on the other side of the map, but they were able to take down the Void Spirit. Now the rotation's coming from Ice, 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 and Savage. They're not going to be able to connect onto the rest of Geek fam, it looks like.
So underwhelming from Fnatic. Block was making a play in the lane, and then you had Mars in jungle. Like, Fnatic have to decide, what are you doing? Are you moving together to get a kill? Or are you trying to take an objective? You're not meant to hook one guy, spear another, and then eventually meet together. Take a fight together.
It felt like they kind of got baited by that Invis Rune from the clock, where it was like, we got to get something done with this, and then an overextension happens. Whitemon, Zephyr down bottom. Get the mana burn. And they do have Ice, Ice, Ice in the area, but they're not going to be able to catch the tree. So give him the talent list.
He was using that as a tree breaking mechanism.
Right.
In the hope to maybe catch the tree. I'm surprised you have trees, then I fear you, but just slightly off the mark, like half a second too late.
Cuckoo throws out the net. Pull him back in here in a second if they so desire. DJ tries to go for the hook away. Couple more punches. Lifestealer inside. If he gets the swap back now, this would be big. They get that kill and can find the follow-up if they want. Cuckoo thinking about it. 2 charges in the swap. He's waiting, swaps him back once, goes for the rage, can walk away. Zephyr, they have another round if they want. Good spear, and that's going to keep him alive. But they do find afterwards Ice, Ice, Ice. He sticks around a bit too long. Stun is there. 23 Savage needs to be careful. He can't afford to stick around here. If Cuckoo comes into position and gets the swap, they're not going to go for it. But still, Geek fam are striking back hard. Fnatic, it feels like they're kind of taking this advantage they had for granted.
Yeah, they're just not fighting as a 5, and Geek fam are making sure that every time that an engagement happens, they at least have enough numbers to try and take the fight properly.
Right.
Fnatic, they're just kind of like stumbling their way into an engagement. It's like, all right, focus on this guy. Voice Spirit's over here. Are we fighting there or here or? Okay, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll fight in minute time when we respawn. Like it happened in the games before from Fnatic, but in those games they had such a nice way of winning the game through draft. But this game, like, sure, you have the ability to collapse from Geek fam, but this Drow and this Park, they're keeping up with net worth, and if anything, they might exceed the lifestealer students. It's not going to be as easy for Fnatic to make these mistakes and still quite confident in cover.
Right. We also saw there just like the constant mana burn span that you're getting from the Nyx Assassin on the Lifestealer. It's really annoying for him. It's like he just gets down to like half mana just from one mana burn. And then the other thing that I'm kind of seeing that's a little bit interesting in this game is like Fnatic need Void Spirit to be on top of the Drow, but until he gets that BKB, he just gets owned by the Nyx.
He does get blown off that. But he is pretty close to BKB, so they are aligning themselves with active timing coming up.
Stun goes out. 23 Savage still trying to play around these Ancients. And they're not going to be able to find a kill there, it looks like.
BKB now complete on the Void Spirit. This gives you time to go. You've got every item you need pretty much on your team.
Throw out a spear. Still trying to control this outpost.
Oh, they're moving in. They're currently smoked on Fnatic.
Carl is not here, but he can show up rather rapidly. Gem still being held for the moment. I think, did they send the gem back? I think they did. Stun onto Void Spirit, low on mana. They throw down one. They're outside of the arena for the moment. Taunt comes out. They kill off the tree. He does not have buyback. Ice Blast goes out. Going to connect onto two. Cuckoo swaps out one. A big impale, but there's no extra follow-up afterwards. So they lose three.
Already pushing in. Instantly going to be a tier 2.
Carl's going to get some good damage into this one, though. And Void Spirit wants to come and test. So they are going to get some good damage onto this tower, as they aren't deciding to send anybody to deal with that. Although, I say that, if these two stick around a bit too long, they could maybe make something happen down here. Doesn't look like they want to try and test it.
I think this was just clean tier 2 and then a disengage coming in from Fnatic. A nice reset. Once they're ready, we're going again. That is the beauty of having these trusts that don't have big cooldowns. You fight, give it 40 seconds or so, and then you're like, oh, let's go again. Oh, 23 Savage wanted to get inside the side of the Mars for the free TP top, but unfortunately, it's the split second too late.
This is like, oh, sorry, do I have to take all these creeps? My bad.
Oh no, that's a shame. Wait, cha-ching, cha-ching. Wait, you wanted? I can't. Sorry, Les, can you speak up, please? Oh wait, I just found the jump. Sorry, buddy.
We do have about halfway to the Aghanim Scepter, and this is that moment that I feel Fnatic don't have great answers to, with the coil immediately afterwards into a swap. As a quick jump away there from Carl, playing it very safe. Does have Lincoln Sphere and Blink, so it's really difficult to kill off this puck.
Quite the elusive individual, especially when you're relying on pretty much a spear, a hook, maybe the Aether Remnant, so yeah, you don't really have a lot of lockdown for this puck. It's going to be a free spirit this game, till maybe you get some Flash or Abyssal type situation.
What are these items? We've got Mindbreaker, we got Paladin Sword for Drow, Titan Silver, so some status resistance for the puck, Telescope for the Nyx. And then on Dire, all they have is a Mindbreaker and Spider Legs for the moment. So a couple more of those neutral items being held by Geek Fam. And Telescope is super valued. Such a great item.
It's a nice item just to put on your support. He's always been in the fight with the extra cast range, nice little range.
Attack rate.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, movement up. Ice wants to fight. They're going to hold this outpost. It's 2 minutes until the extra. Don't jump in. This is the Smear. Zephyr, Force Staff, not going to be able to get out. Raven just BKBs and walks away. Whitemon is going to get caught, and they're also going to lose the Nyx Assassin. So I think everybody else gets out. They will hold on to that outpost, but in the meantime, you look at Carl. DD Rune gets some pressure onto the tier 3, backs out. They do need to come and get this outpost, though.
Dire's top tower.
Do that after doing Roshan. As soon as you get these two pickoffs, you have to force an objective.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
If you don't force the objective, that's when you waste your time. Cloud can make their move again. So take away Roshan, and then you really abuse the fact that you superior team fight.
Well, I was meaning that Geek Fam need to get this outpost, but it looks like they're not going to be able to get it either. So they get Roche, and they're going to get both outposts most likely, unless there's a big move, which seems unlikely from Geek Fam now.
I apologize if you just muttering away.
Oh, no problem. Didn't hear a thing.
Nice. You know when you just say one of those buzzwords and you just start hearing go, hello, I do not understand what you just said.
Nice.
What is a geek fan? What
Amazing.
Is cuckoo? And he's like, don't worry, internet.
Invisibility.
Oh, Zephyr runs into DJ, runs into 23 Savage, 4 stabs out. Remnant pulls him back in, hook shot. They've used a lot on Zephyr, but it is enough. God, they just need to find a way to keep this Nyx alive. Can't afford to lose him like this.
He is trying to eventually get the Yules, but when you commit so heavily onto him, using some of your primary stuns, then keep him alive.
Oh, an overextension, rare. Lightmon there, he's got good vision. Carl's here as well, jumps forward, silence. Coil there, onto 2. Do they have any follow-up? Break the coil, long duration stun. Void Spirit going to drop. Whitemon gets the root. 23 Savage uses the rage. That's 2 now dead. Now can they find any more DJ? They jump inside of him, need to get the swap out. They do have 1. And now DJ going to be stunned, going to be killed. 23 Savage wants to run. There's nowhere left to go. And that is what happens when you get Ags on puck. Oh my god. Silence comes out, Chase is there, another round of stun, and they're feeling good about Carl's play. He is killing it.
Like, this is such a clear demonstration of if you don't get any stuns onto Drow, and she gets to like A-click, take her hands off the keyboard, then quickly put one finger onto that multi-shot key, press it, and then step back again. It's insane. That is, it is so much damage. You have to respect that. And again, like you said, when you have the puck tune in, you've got the Ags reveal, then the Void, he stuns himself.
Yeah.
He steps out of it and goes, oh, this is Ags, by the way.
Right.
Dire's middle tower.
Most unfortunate.
Well, and the other thing that happens with that one too is like Carl getting the silence onto the Lifestealer first. They can start beating into him.
Yep.
And then they force out the rage by him trying to kill off the tree. So it's like, oh, that's a little scary. They don't be able to get him. Mindbreaker was nice. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Where's he going to go? He gets the hook shot pushed into that. DJ's now also going to go down.
And the tip.
In a ton of trouble. Dude, Carl is proving himself here, giving the business to Moon.
Dire's bottom
It's
tower.
like, you want to play your voice for it? I'm going to just call you with an Ags and you can't do anything. If you want to get out of here, you have to die. It's such a strong combo. Venge, Puck, Drow together, those 3 heroes. Any hero that's quote will be dying.
And now you look at this timing that you get. He doesn't have his BKB for this. They're going to have Coil back up in a little bit. 20 seconds away. Ice Blast goes in. Jump out already. Puck is not going to be in trouble there. They are onto 1, but it's going to be a pull, so Zephyr does not go down. Cuckoo jumps in the midst of all of them. The root is there on a 23 Savage. He goes down. Die back for him. Ice is also gone. And this is the strength of this Geek Fam lineup as they take the full set of racks. And he goes in for another one. Oh my god, he doesn't stop the buyback from Nyx. He's feeling
They
himself.
want to end the game right now. Yeah. Zephyr starts buyback in. They're pinging for the tier 4.
Oh my god, unreal. They turn onto it.
They just found like a whole new level in their draft. They just punished his mistakes time after time and then go, you know what? We're going to play now. We're going to turn up.
Yeah. A little bit of Mars singing to himself. They will have Coil back up as well as the swap. And Ice. They swap him back in. He broke the Coil himself. Stunned forever and ever and ever. He is done. No buyback for him. They do jump on the Cuckoo. It's a good amount of damage, but it's not enough. Moon is dead. GG is called. And just like that, Geek Fam taking it 1-0 already over Fnatic.
Like, when we left the drafting period, it's like, well, you got a Drow line up and you have all these ways to get onto the Drow.